taking the podium is John Hardin, coached by Jared McCurry. We have with us number 1, Alex Matthews, number 2, Aaron Scott, and number 12, Trayvon Harris. Coach, a few comments, 4 questions.
Yeah, another heartbreaker loss for us. Not something we expected. Give credit to Campbell County. They made the plays when they needed to. They stepped up and hit some free throws, and you know, it's one of the few times this season that we just didn't execute late in the game.
Questions?
Coach, the timeout there in the last 5 seconds or about 6 seconds left, any second guesses about that? Or?
Well, I mean, you always do when he hits a shot, but I called it about 3 seconds before that. I saw him get it and fumble the ball, and that's when I called it. I didn't know, you know, he recovered it pretty quickly, but I just saw the fumble and thought that we needed it. We still had some time, and you know, I thought that was the best option for us at that moment.
Coach, Campbell got up big early, went up, I think it was 18-4. You guys were able to come back gradually as the game wore on. What worked in the second part of that, and what didn't go so well in the first part where they were able to get ahead?
Well, we settled down, and the first little bit we were having trouble handling the ball. We made some silly turnovers, and they got some run-outs for easy layups. And once we settled down and took care of the ball, I think we got into the flow of the game and got some shots to go down, so the kids got a little bit more confidence and got going. And I knew they would. They've been poised all year, but they're not going to give up.
Coach, what challenges did Jolly present to you guys tonight? I mean, 30-10, it just seemed like a monster night for him, and wasn't much of an answer for him.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, he was tough from the beginning to the end. It looked like he was getting tired, but he kept fighting through. You know, he didn't stop. He kept pushing through and attacked the boards every time a shot went up. But he was a tough guard for us, and he's a great player.
The way that last play played out, was the idea to get it to Preston and maybe get a second chance at it in the case that, you know, he...
Well, we did a little 3-low there where we get a guard to the corner and Preston screen and roll back, and Alex coming to the ball side block. And if that wasn't there, we had a down screen for Trayvon in the corner, for Darion to go up top, and for Trey to get in and attack middle. So we had a few options there, and Ja'Kai felt best that Preston was open there. We got a couple shots at it, so it happens.
Coach, you come into this game as the #1 rebounding team in the nation, and Campbell County was sort of able to beat you at your own game in terms of rebounding. What was different with this team as opposed to every other team that you faced in terms of rebounding?
You know, it's disappointing because that's one of our strong points throughout the year. You know, I look down here and, you know, Alex consistently is getting us 10, 11 rebounds every game, and he only has 5. He was so keyed in on the Reed kid. But, you know, I just felt like we didn't have 5 guys rebounding tonight, 2 or 3, and we had some watching. But we've got to do better on that, especially in a game that players for them that can rebound so well.
Any other questions?
Coach, obviously this was a magical year for you guys as a program. I'll open it up for players too, and you, but what does this team mean in the history of John Hardin basketball?
Now, I told the kids back there that, you know, right now they're not going to realize it, and it's going to be tough for them for a while, but hopefully we'll look back and look at all the great things that they did. I know it's disappointing for them now, but you're talking about a team that nobody looked at and had us in the top 25. You know, Cat Paws were ranked 5th preseason in the region. So nobody thought, with what we lost, and I can understand that, but these kids fought through, came together, and played great team basketball. And, you know, I told them they won the 2A state championship, another district, another region. And it's funny because the first day of practice I told them, look, we're not going undefeated this year. We're going to have to learn to fight through adversity, because that was one of our weak points when things weren't going good in the summer and preseason, that we're going to have to get better on. And these kids just did it. I love them.
This will be your last question.
Campbell's coach mentioned the 35-0 being sort of putting a target on you guys. What are your just thoughts on that? Because obviously you had a chance at making an incredible amount of history this week.
You know, I didn't really think about it a whole lot. A lot of people talked about it. We never talked about it as a team. The kids, you know, when we're down in games, the kids didn't say, "Come on, we got to win. We got to stay undefeated." That never came out of their mouths. You know, this group was more focused than any group in 10 years we've had at John Hardin. But it is disappointing because I really felt like this team was mentally ready to do some damage up here. So it's going to be disappointing, but hopefully Trey, Alex, and Preston really get after it this summer and get us back.
Coach and players, congratulations on a great season.